Alright, we're back. This is Gloomhaven for the PC. Gotta get my bearings, try to remember where we left off. Alright, well, let's start with the city encounter. I think that's always a good way to start. In a rare moment of peace and quiet, you find yourselves looking out over the dockside and spend a few minutes discussing how the last mission went down. Mercenaries, eh? Says a voice from behind you. You turn and see a young street urchin. I'm sure you think you're pretty tough, but are you brave enough for a real challenge? Well, this sounds interesting. Let's engage the child. So we're gonna say a challenge. Count us in. I knew it, they giggle excitedly and pass you a note. You open it. On it are scrawled a few words. Are you brave enough to face the swarm? And a crude drawing of a building that looks a lot like the Sleeping Lion. When you look up, the child has gone. So we opened up a new mission. Or I guess a new scenario. Harrower Hive. Okay. So I'm thinking what I would like to do is actually finish out the retirement sequence for the Brute. I think it's about time that we witness a retirement in this campaign. And I'll figure out what that's going to do to our party afterwards. So we're going to bless everybody. I suspect that this will be a hard scenario. There's Devotion 2. Yeah, so when I first introduced this, I said I'm pretty sure I remember that when you tick up to the next Devotion, you gain +1 Prosperity. So that was that. And incidentally, it looks like the second Devotion is cheaper. Okay. We got everybody blessed. So let's go Pit of Souls. Against living spirits. Okay. Got an encounter. You see a lone man walking toward you on the road. As you meet on the path, he turns to you and begins to speak. Oi there. I wouldn't suppose you lot might spare me some coin, he asks. A lot of coin, actually. You look at him quizzically as he continues. You see, I lead a lot of thieves and bandits in this area, and we gotta make sure all the mouths are fed. At this, a large number of bandits come out of hiding around you, emerging from the bushes. So about that coin, the man says with a smile. 5 gold per head ought to do it. So I suspect if we fight the thieves, we're gonna get damaged. I think I'd rather just give them the gold. It's 5 per. We can do that. So we're gonna pay the thieves. You sigh and hand over what coins you have. The man maintains his grin. Well, thank you, kind sirs. It was a pleasure meeting you, and have a pleasant day. The bandits move off in one direction, as you continue in the other. Alright.
It takes some searching, but after moving aside a large, overturned bookcase, you find a wooden hatch leading down into the dark. As you descend the rickety wooden ladder, a deep sense of foreboding envelops you. You shouldn't be down here, but your curiosity presses you forward. You light a torch and investigate. As you begin to move through the room, you hear faint whispers coming from the shadows. Something crunches under your foot, and you look down at a mangled skeleton. The bones are covered in teeth marks and are scattered in an odd pattern across the floor. Suddenly, a piercing screech echoes through the basement. The spirits are angry and restless here. You see the bones begin to rattle and stand up. With whatever horrible fate that befell the people here, their souls have been unable to move on. You must put them to rest.
So we have to kill 10 living bones and kill the hungry soul. Maybe the living spirit is the hungry soul? Okay, but if we're killing a bunch of living bones... Alright, let's see. Have 5 or more. That seems like it's possible. Use items. Goggles and boots. Okay, that also seems doable. Cause a trap to be sprung. Oh. Now, we're going to try this. And then loot 5 or more gold piles versus loot no gold piles. Okay. Then the last thing we got to think about is... do we want to swap out any... like, cards? I'm thinking, like, if we have some kind of cards that are good against skeletons... Actually, you know, I think I'm going to drop Trickster's Reversal for throwing knives. I think we're going to get some value out of standing at range and letting Brute and Cragheart tank a little bit more. Retaliate might actually be clutch. Okay, so let's imagine we do that. How? Eye for an eye. Yeah, how about this? Let's swap out Overwhelming Assault for Eye for an Eye and then see if that helps us on this scenario. Alright. Enter the dungeon. Okay, so killing the living spirits does not count toward the quest. And these are all, or these 3 are elites. Trap for 5 damage. Trap for 5 damage. Okay, I like all of this. These are flying, so we can't drag them onto a trap. Is there a door anywhere? There is no door. I understand. So those the white fuzzies on the ground are spawners. So they're just gonna keep spitting out living bones elites. Okay. What's the hungry soul? Maybe after a certain number of turns it spits out of one of the spawners? Or maybe after a certain... maybe after we kill 10 living bones, it spawns. Okay. Okay, okay. So I think... the strat... well, my understanding is if you stand on the spawner... I'm not sure if you even can, but if it's possible, then it stops the spawning. So we might end up just standing a person on it. Alright. Like to pull one of these fellows onto here. So like a hook gun. Hook gun looks pretty good. We can Tinker's Tools into hook gun. Okay. We would like just put a trap there, I guess. Let's swap this around. We'll put the Cragheart and the Scoundrel over here. Brute's gonna go handle this, I think. I can eye for an eye into... actually... right, because I could just move in a straight line and then smack something. Okay. I could also think about doing a push or a pull. Alright, so if I'm pulling you into here, then maybe the Cragheart goes over here, and then we'll just smack it. We could go like Venom Shiv into Flanking Strike. Pull it in, then slap it. Okay. Actually, I think we want to go tighter on initiative. I don't want the skeletons to sneak in between them. Alright, so if I'm going eye for an eye and then hook and chain, I'd like run up here, smack, and then put a retaliate on myself. Okay, good. So I think the goal we have now is to sort of block off some of the passageways so the skeletons aren't surrounding us. So rock slide is kinda good. And I can put one here. Okay. I can't really put one anywhere. I guess I could step up and then put some somewhere. Okay. So I could go explosive punch into rock slide. Let's give this a shot. Alright, good. Oh, and they're all standing still. Which actually then means... I could boots onto this tile and grab you and drag you into this trap. I like that a lot. Okay. We're putting a stun trap down here for posterity. We're grabbing you, dragging you onto this tile. Okay. This kills. That also kills. But I like this a lot. It makes it so that anything that spawns out of here has to pass through difficult terrain. So if I put one there, that's good. I can put one and one, force this to have to walk out that way. I like that a lot. So let's go to here. And then go this, this, this. Flanking strike you. Good. And then... I suppose we could go here. You know what? I actually think I'm going to go over here. And we'll plan some ranged attacks instead. Can swift bow... Actually, I kind of like that. Right? We'll use swift bow. It's unfortunate, but it's much better than... Well, I wouldn't say much better. Getting double cursed is kind of rough, because these guys don't have goggles. I mean, you have strengthen. Right, so our deck now has 2 curses in it, and a null. Okay. Oh, interesting. It spawns adjacent to it. Okay, I mean, that's totally fine. I think map-wise, we're just in a really good position now. 1, 2, 3. I need to think about... So I can pierce... Actually, you know what? I might just hidden daggers with the bow. Just try to kill them. Yeah, because like this is kind of important. Dirt tornado. Actually, this is a reasonable move, okay? Heaving swing into massive boulder. We'll just sit you here. I think let's go ahead and stun you, keep you in place while we handle other things. We've got this. Okay. All right. How about this? So we'll swift bow. What if I flurry of blades into just open wound? And then stun it afterward and then give myself back the cards? Okay. So these guys are living this upcoming turn? I mean, because once I clear this out, right? Like, I have some wiggle room. Like, I can let these guys get a round of attacks off, maybe? I feel like that's, might regret that decision. I need to get poison, I think, before I trample. So trample's like a next turn kind of thing. Could fatal advance. Shield bash into... Maybe I don't volatile concoction this turn. Okay. Because I can cloak. The spawner is... Can I not? Oh, okay. Yeah. Because I can Venom Shiv. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I can actually get there. So how about this? I go this into Venom Shiv, and then I'm going to stealth on this tile. This will make it so that these guys basically can't come through unless they roll... this one has to roll 3 movement. This one will have to roll 4 movement to get through. Okay. I like that. But now that means the Scoundrel's sitting on this tile. Which means I'm going to strengthen myself and probably chuck a Spare Dagger. Okay. So I'd Spare Dagger on you. I go Stun Shot. Into, I guess, Proxmine. We don't need Proxmine because there's enough. And this trap we might never use, but I'll just leave it there for now. Yep, let's give it a shot. Alright, so we're just standing there. Cool. And you guys are going berserk. Okay. So we walk up. Shoopity shoopity shoop. Confirm targets, yes. Split this on. I'm actually not gonna stun. Big damage. Right, the fact that the skeletons are just sitting in place sort of gives me the confidence to just not do anything. Okay, so we can do this. I'm gonna Spare Dagger. Can either Spare Dagger you or you. And I think we just try to put damage here. Right, if we roll a 0, that's 1 damage. If we roll a +1, that's 2 damage. And we might just be able to get some curses out of our deck. Oh yeah, and if we roll an X2, it's just a kill. Okay, that's fine. We got 2 really bad cards out of our deck. That was really clutch. Okay. Then, what this actually means is I might stun you instead of stun. No. I think this is the better stun. It just gives us so much more flexibility in what we're doing next turn because we know this guy can't do anything. Alright, now, I can just walk up here. What am I doing next turn? I've got fast cards. I can get out of the way if I need to. Okay. Do this. And we're gonna do this, probably. Alright. That's fine. If we roll bad, we roll bad. Nice. That was a huge roll. Okay. Whoa. Where'd you come from, buddy? Huh? Does a spawner just find the closest available tile and spawn it? I guess that's the mechanism, huh? Didn't understand that, but that's okay. Alright, so what's the deal here? We want a Restorative Mist on you, give you strength, and let's go ahead and... we can either Volatile Concoction. No, I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm actually going to back up. I just don't want to be here. This guy's stunned. We can... but we don't need to. Can do something like this. Push a skeleton away. Okay. I can heal... you real quick, then Crater. Okay. Now, what are we doing? We already used Flurry of Blades. Throwing knives with bow is actually probably the play. Alright, so we'll throwing knives with bow into hidden daggers and then sit still. And then Brute. Leaping Cleave might be a thing. But I just want them, I want to force them to walk through this terrible terrain. Skirmishing Maneuver, bottom action? No. Probably Fatal Advance into a Trample. That's just, yeah. Alright, so we're doing crazy stuff, which means I really want to kill here. Okay. And then Biz. Tinker can heal here. And then walk away. Where to? Here or here? I actually like this tile, right? It makes them move onto the trap in order to come attack me. Cragheart can immobilize, move 3. Alright, so... I was planning to heal and push. Actually, maybe push is better than immobilize, right? Because I can push you onto this trap. Who moves first? 4 versus 5. So this one should just walk over, hit the trap, and then try to hit the Tinkerer. Right? That's got to be it. So this is the one I'm concerned about. Now, what do you guys have? You have 3 movements, so it's 1, 2, 3. Come hits me once. Or 1, 2, 3, come hits me once. And then what do you have? You have move 2. Alright, you can't get anywhere. Alright, good. So this is the target. Okay. And then heal you up. So then the play has to be to just not stand there at all. We can walk over here and smack this guy. I'm kind of liking that idea. Yeah, okay. Poison just in case. Well, I mean, we're not going to kill, so poison is good regardless. I think I want Trample again. Trample is just a really good card here. Oh, it's trying to path around the trap. I understand. I got you, I got you. So, Dirt Tornado is pretty clutch. Forceful Storm Dirt Tornado. Okay. Skirmishing Maneuver. Trample. Actually, Unstoppable Charge. We'll just trample. Now we're gonna go slow and then try to open wound. Then what are we doing here? Probably Toxic Bolt into Volatile Concoction and just stand here. Okay. Alright, so how does this go? We're not getting targeted. So the scariest place they can go is like this tile. And hit 2 of us. Otherwise they might walk on the trap and then hit Tinker? Maybe. Alright. But either way, I think what we're going to do is do that. And we're going to pick up Hidden Daggers again. So next turn we can do a quick hit and then go invis. And that way we're safe to stay there. We're trying to put poison on something. Jeez, this is a lot of enemies. Probably put poison on you. Okay. Brute. So the deal here is we're going to smack you. Good. Then we're going to attack you. Unfortunate. That's a bad card out of our deck. Okay, so they're like smart enough to not step on the trap, but also too stupid to realize that they could just step on the trap and do a lot of damage to us. Okay. So this is gonna be a Dirt Tornado here, here, here. Now we don't want to muddle our fella. probably just hit like these three, huh? No. That gives, well, it's disadvantage, but these are the ones that are close to us, right? We'd rather put muddle on the ones that are close. Okay. Oh, did I manage to not hit that one? Oh, an idiot. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. And then I think we're stepping back to let the brute come up. We'll pot for safety. Alright, so we're gonna do a move here. Poison all enemies. Skip movement, confirm targets. Good. We're gonna slap you, get the flanking bonus from the Tinkerer. Nice. That's the strengthen effect right there. Okay. So, it's gotta be a heal for 4 into a backup ammunition. This has to be a leaping cleave, unstoppable charge. Just walk up and slap. Okay, we're going to swift bow hidden daggers and then rest in stealth. Probably reinvigorating elixir. Into enhancement field. Okay. Oh, that's scary. One can step up into here. Oof. Oh, I also get smacked for a bunch of damage just because they rolled 20 initiative. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Alright, sorry. Can't actually hit the restart round button until they're all done moving. Okay, restart round. Wait, I have to unclick this. Undo. There we go. I guess, like, you know, what would be interesting is if somebody plays this game enough to where, like, they just know all of the possible cards that the enemies can roll, and, like, you play around all of them. You know, that would be crazy, huh? Right, you could be like, oh, I know the Living Bones, you know, have 20 initiative cards, so I can't play something higher than 20 initiative on this turn. Right, and I have to burn the available card. This burn. There we go. That's what I wanted to click. Now, unfortunately, for us, that also gets an attack. So if I get unlucky, I either have to burn 2 cards. Well, I have to burn 2 cards if I get unlucky. Right? Thank you. Alright, so the Cragheart can move and heal. puts the Cragheart in a really awkward position. But I think I have to do it. Yeah, because otherwise I just can't use that character. Okay, so this was a ranged attack on whom? On Yum. Alright. And then invisible self. And then we're gonna pot. So it's gotta be this. Which I guess would have been smarter if I tried to go later in the turn, huh? Shoot. Whatever. That might make the difference, it might not. We shall see. Alright, so we would like to hit you here. Confirm targets. Good. We're gonna pot here as well. So this is attack here. And then how can we move? I wonder if I just sit on the spawner. I think it's important to find out now what this does. So we're gonna short rest. Actually, no. We're gonna long rest. We're long resting in stealth. This is gonna be a reviving shock and move out of the way, I think. Oh my god. Oh wait, okay, so standing on the spawner makes it not spawn more things. With luck, these will start moving toward you. I can... I can shield bash, hook and chain. Grab one of you guys and drag you on. But if as soon as I drag you onto the trap, this means that they can all rush into that space. Right? I mean, but they're all gonna come here anyway? Maybe I can walk over and chuck an obstacle over here and then try to reposition. Okay. I like that, actually. So... yeah, okay. So let me think about this again. I'm going to go this and then hook and chain. And I'm going to do what? One, maybe not. Maybe just like hit one. Like this one, and then try to kill it. And then next turn I'll fight this. Okay. Alright. Let's see what we can do. That's a big yikes. Alright, well. Shield self. Confirm targets. These two guys are the scary ones. So how about I... well, no, because this will stand still. Right, how much movement do they have? They have 4 movement. Oh, we're dead. Tinker's turn. Ink bomb? Just like try to do damage? It's not going to kill anything, but I guess doing damage here is actually probably good. So we're just going to go ahead and do this, and power potion all in one. Wait, no. Sorry. I would like to target 3, please. Oh, those 3? Actually, that's not bad. Alright, big damage. And then we're gonna run into the corner. Good. Okay, we're alive. We're alive. Very much alive. Craghart's going to do this and then pop a big pot. Alright, so think we're going to get rid of Forceful Actually, Disarm might be pretty clutch. Okay, Earthen Clod. Backup ammunition? Yeah, okay. And a big butt. Okay, okay. Scoundrel. Heal. What are we getting rid of? Probably Venom Shiv. Maybe Throwing Knives. Yeah. Throwing Knives just doesn't do enough damage. Okay. So, okay, here we go. We're going to start it off with flanking. Ooh, hold on. So let's think about this. Rock Slide is going to be our friend. Explosive Punch. Actually, Rumbling Advance. Rock Slide. Put a heal on you. I think we're short resting. Skirmishing Maneuver. Trample. I'm gonna hit here and chuck a thing on one of you guys. Rock Slide. I want to get out first. I have boots. So how about I go... This tile is empty once I move out of it. So if I go Flanking Strike into Swift Bow, where do I want to get to? Here? Because I want to put a rock on this tile. I want to put a rock on this tile. Kill these. What if I put a rock on this tile as well? Just really seal this off. 1, 2, 3 rocks. Okay. So then where do you go? Here? That might actually be the way. Okay. Now, how do I handle all of this? Just figure it out? Okay. I mean, I like the idea of just figure it out. So, if I'm doing that, then this kills. And this kills. I don't need to rock off this tile, do I? Could rock off this tile. Once I get out... Yeah, I mean, those 2 tiles for sure. I'm thinking about whether I want to do this. I mean, I take 2 damage myself, but I make it so that that's 1 fewer tile they can surround me with. But I actually don't think I'm gonna. Alright, so the next option is probably go here, because I can keep fighting from this tile. I want to funnel them in so I keep fighting. Okay, got it. So I'm going to go there with Swift Bow. Boop, boop. And I can jump with boots. Okay, good. Now, what are we doing here? We're... Yeah, I want goggles, though. Do I want goggles? Do I care about goggles? Like, is there any action that I need to do this turn that's crucial? I think the answer is no. I'm just going to long rest. Okay. Alright, so here we go. This is a flanking strike on... Now I'm tempted I want to do big damage. Everyone gets to go. Alright. Let's just stun you. Make sure you can't cause any trouble. Oh, okay. Well, we wasted the stun powder, but... I think that's fine. Now, the Brute gets to do an attack 3, pierce 2 right here. Good. That was the strength that got us through the curse. And then we're gonna dagger you. Good. What a huge strength. Alright, so this is gonna be... No. Undo. I want... Okay, so I want here and here. And I think I actually want here. Because I want them to funnel through here, right? Like, I still want that to happen. They have moved 3. Who moves first? You move first. Yeah, nobody can get to this tile. Okay, we're fine. So we'll just seal off those 3. Well, do we even have to? Because we just have to kill 2 more, right? So what if I just seal this completely, kill these 2, then we'll figure out what to do with the stupid hungry soul? Yeah, okay. So let's undo. We're gonna do this. Boom, boom, boom. Wait, do I not take damage? It is all allies, so I guess that doesn't include me. Holy cow. Alright, well, we're just gonna stand here and make them take 1 damage. Confirm action. Get wrecked. Let's actually drop Tinker's tools. I see no reason to disarm a trap. We'll just drag them onto it. Oh, the spawner did spawn a thing. Even if you stand on it, it still spawns a thing, huh? Okay. Well, good to know. Good to know. We're gonna go eye for an eye into just... I think we're just gonna sit here, right? Spare dagger. Actually, we could heal ourselves. How about this? Let's, Fatal advance eye for an eye. Just go slow and then, well, grab and go eye for an eye. So we'll finish out the turn by healing ourselves for 2. Earthen Clawed, Heaving Swing. Dirt Tornado? No, it's not far enough. Massive Boulder is actually fine. And then we can go Flurry of Blades into Hidden Daggers again, I think. Just stand here. Let them do things. We can go, I mean, Toxic Bolt. Volatile Concoction? Sure. Is Toxic Bolt even necessary? No, right? So the question is, okay, we need to kill 1 more. So which one are we killing? What if I just go over here and try to work on this one? Just ignore all of this nonsense. So what would I do? I'd go open wound, and then venom shiv, choo choo choo, Pam. Okay, got it. And then what would I do with you? And restorative mist for the strengthen effect. And I should go fast, right? Like, we've already learned that if I go later than 20, they could all just rush up and beat me to death. Okay. So if we go fast, we would be walking over, heal, and strengthen you for the eventual next fight. Okay. Alright. Well, we are not going to hang around and see what you guys can accomplish. Shoop, shoop, shoop. Skip movement. Let's do a quick smack over here. Good. What am I doing? You're gonna hit me for a boatload of damage. It's all gonna go on the scoundrel. Okay, we'll just heal the scoundrel then. Alright. I mean, that was the plan all along, right? We're mobilizing you? We're shooting you? And then healing here for 2? I mean, if you go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Maybe I should heal myself just a little bit in case they come attack me 3 times. I mean, I feel like it's gonna happen. Someone's gonna step on that trap. Ow. Oh my god. Come on, Brew. Dude. Jeez. How come you're such a dick? That guy did 13 damage to me this turn.
As you destroy more and more of the shambling skeletons, you begin to see the faint shimmer of their souls drift towards the back of the room, where they coalesce and infuse a large pile of bones. With enough skeletons broken and crushed, the glowing bone pile begins to vibrate and move. You should not have come here. I continue to feast on my victims even in death, but their spirits have grown stale. You wish to disturb us here, free my prisoners from their phantasmal chains. Now those chains will bind you instead. Out of the pile of bones, a form begins to take shape. It is a massive collection of skulls, ribs, femurs, and other bones, which create a fearsome beast of malice.
Oh, wow. That's a big enemy. Wait. How? Hold on. How are you supposed to... Okay, let's look at this guy. Shield strength is equal to 6 minus the number of living bones present. Do these stop spawning once you... spawn this guy? I'm not seeing, like, a reasonable way to handle this. Right, like, even if I trample, there's, like, nothing I can do. Holy cow. Well, I mean... Huh. No, they keep spawning. Wait, what? Shield strength is equal to 6 minus the number of... Oh, minus the number of living bones present. I'm sorry. Oh. I'm actually an idiot. Right, what I needed to do was use my movement. Ah. Can't redo it anymore, though. Okay, but I think I actually lost the mission. Like, I misplayed it to the point where, like, that was the turn. Like, I needed to use my jump for movement to get through here, and then short rest and start dealing with this. And basically it was a matter of, can I do 20 damage with the brute before I die? And the answer is no. So, like, there's no way we can long rest and get through this. Unless, okay, so, if we get really lucky, and the skeletons roll the whatchamacallit? The shield and retaliate card. Alright, so we're not going to give up yet. We're at least going to see the action they draw. So I need to use grab and go to get through here. And I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 mobility, so in order to do damage I have to use a ranged attack. So it's going to be like this. Okay. We're out of pots. One, two, three, not quite. If I can get to that tile... But I have to clear the way with this. Okay, so hold on. I can clear the way. And then crater. Actually, can forceful storm. Yeah, we'll just put a disarm on it. Okay. And then we need to book it. Unfortunately, the issue is we can't. So I think we're going to try to stealth here, rest, and then go. Okay. We don't have a way to get through because we don't have jump. So we are effectively stuck here. So the best thing we can do is heal you up before you charge through. Right? That's like the only thing we can do. So we're healing with Reviving Shock. Which means we could... We can put a stun shot on something real quick. Just to, like, keep ourselves a little bit safer. Ah, no, I think that's GG. Alright. Unfortunate. Yeah, especially because they rolled 20 initiative. Technically, it's not over until it's over, right? Like, I've seen some crazy comebacks in this game. I'm so glad we have that trap there. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so we're gonna run through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Disarming does... Oh, disarming will disarm them for the next turn. Okay. Okay. And the question is, do I want to... No, I just want to put damage. Like... We're just racing. Through the curse. As a living spirit getting me. Alright. Explosive punch into... Heaving swing. Okay. We're gonna go... Unstoppable charge, probably. Eye for an eye, unstoppable charge. You're... Actually? No. Can't... Well, actually, maybe. Okay, hold on. So, I've got an idea. Got a crazy idea. Fatal advance into unstoppable charge. Okay. We're long resting here. Toxic bolt. Hook gun. Just to stun one thing. Okay. Toxic bolt, hook gun. Yes, okay. Jesus. It's disarmed this turn though. Okay, so we're fine. I mean, not really, but we're fine. Okay. So I would like to shoot you with goggles. Good. You're all standing still. Okay. Which is fine. Okay, so I don't need to pull this turn. Skip pull. Cragheart. We're gonna walk up here and punch you. Put poison on you. We sure we'll push. Actually, no, we won't push. Skip push. Brute's turn. Skip movement, big punch. It's not over until it's over. We might still do this. Okay. Scoundrel is gonna throw away Swift Bow. Actually, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're throwing away Swift Bow. Okay, we have to short rest. And we want... Explosive punch into crater. Okay. And then with you, we're going shield bash into skirmishing maneuver. Yes. We're gonna go flanking strike. Hidden daggers. I think we actually did it. And it doesn't really matter what we do here with the Tinker. 20 initiative. Okay. Alright. We good. Right? Boots. Meow. And then Invis Cloak. Actually, hold on. We can shoot things. Just farm some EXP while we're here. Sure. Why not? We're gonna keep the goggles for next turn. Alright. We did some inconsequential stuff. And then Invis Cloak. Alright, Brute's turn. Gain Strengthen. We're gonna attack twice. Scooty Scooty. Punch. Okay, we did it. Oh my god. Well, it's not over until it's over. That's definitely a thing in this game. That was unbelievably, like, close, though, right? We're basically... If that last turn, these guys didn't roll the stand still card, we probably would have died. And the reason I was saying I got greedy here is I wanted to make sure I could loot the chest. Okay, we'll just shoot you. Whatever. Have fun. Nah, whatever. We'll skip it. What do we get? A scroll of something. Oh, I can't get to a gold pile. Okay, fine. Skip ability. We did it.
Blow, the massive remains blasts apart, and a great burst of light shoots through the room, returning the remaining enemies to inanimate bone. Thank you, travelers. A disembodied voice echoes through your head. I tried to save these people, but instead damned them to eternal torment. You have now freed us, and we are forever grateful. You call out to the voice, desperate to know what happened in Eastport, why the demons attacked, and where they came from. We brought this upon ourselves. In our studies, we tried to travel beyond this world, but in the end, we only managed to open a rift to a hellish nightmare. The demons came through and overwhelmed us like a rising tide. And even in that folly, I learned nothing. I brought these people here, and again unleashed powers I did not fully understand. I am so ashamed. The voice fades from your mind. You call out to it, but there is no response. At least you've found the answers you sought, though your heart is no lighter for it.
Well, this was the Brute's retirement quest, and the Brute certainly carried it. Like, just, oh my god. But that disarm that the Cragheart put on the whatever it was, the King of Souls or something, I think that's what sealed it. Right? If that king had gotten like 3-5 attack hits off on the Brute, we might have been in a much worse position. I don't know. Well, I mean, we would have been in a much worse position for sure. I don't know if it would have made us lose the mission, though. It's hard to tell these things. 20 EXP to everybody. That's huge. So here we are. We have our first retirement of the campaign. Announced retirement. Oh, we have to read ourselves. After solving such a tragic mystery within Gloomhaven's history and freeing the souls from their ancient fate, you feel a sense of duty begin to mix with your curiosity. You bid farewell to the other mercenaries and plan to devote yourself to not only learning more about those that came before, but to liberating any others trapped by interplanar magics. Whatever you might uncover, you are now sure that more of those stuck between planes are in this city than anyone had imagined. And I believe, if I remember correctly, when you retire a character, based on which like retirement card you have, I think you're supposed to add like a city encounter and like a road encounter card into the decks. And I think that like represents that, like, you know, through this retirement quest, like you've done something to change the world, and as a result, something in the future can happen. So you're like fulfilling a prereq. All right, so we did it. Announce retirement. And we have unlocked a brand new class, and we gain 1 prosperity. You get 1 prosperity every time somebody retires. Now it's Gloomhaven Wall 3. We unlock a bunch of cool stuff.
After a phlegmatic farewell with one of the band's most determined mercenaries, you find yourself wondering if others may have shaped Gloomhaven's future, only to leave the city. You have heard of a town records building in the Coin District, but never visited. Deciding that it would be the best place to satiate your curiosity, you make your way to the large circular structure in the heart of the district. Stepping through the arched doorway of the town records building, you see it houses a massive yet woefully understocked library. A sinking feeling takes hold of your gut as you take in the barren shelves. You don't want the memory of your departed colleague to die with you inside one of Gloomhaven's dungeons. With an idea brewing in your mind, you search for one of the record keepers in the library. It takes a considerable while, but eventually you happen upon a small man meticulously rearranging what few books are on the shelves. You waste no time relaying your great idea to him.
So this unlocks a new thing.
You walk into the town records building and are immediately struck by how different it looks. It might just be the lighting, but there seem to be more books on the shelves and less of a scowl on Dominic's face. The short, bearded man approaches you. "Ah, how good of you to come," he says. "No doubt to record the further exploits of your friends. I was most assuredly derisive of your motives when you first walked in here, but I must say that the idea has grown on me a little." Dominic slaps you on the back, then wanders around behind the counter. "Whether you like it or not, you are becoming important fixtures of this community, and I'm sure that I have you to thank, at least in some small way, for the increased number of books lining the shelves." He waves his arms about, his hands barely visible beneath his robe's long sleeves. "They're not good books, mind you, but they're books nonetheless. Plus," he says with a small smile, "I've had more time to work on my own tome." Dominic opens the small collection of parchment he has been working on and passes it to you. "I'm still focused on the big picture right now, but I should have more soon. I thought you might be interested in hearing it." Though human expansion has not always been greeted with kindness and civility by other races, currently humans are more or less at peace with their neighbors. After a costly peace treaty with the Valras to the south, and an understanding with the prominent Inox tribes, the only main threats are the animalistic vermlings, who continue to assault human cities, sometimes for no discernible reason. Humans have mostly stayed away from Harrower territory out of fear, and the Harrowers seem to return the favor. The same goes for the Savas, who live underground in the largely uninhabitable mountainous regions in the north. Orchids and Quattrals both come from far-off continents across the sea, and seem far more interested in commerce and cultural exchange than conquest. And so human society has certainly benefited culturally from its interaction with other races. Many of the most beautiful structures in human civilization would not be possible without the machinery of the Quattrals, the elemental mastery of the Savas, and the architectural designs of the Valraths. The meditative orchids have even influenced a number of human religions, though the followers of the Great Oak, a stringent group who believe a giant tree housed in the center of the capital watches over and protects everyone, remain unchanged. And while the human military keeps the civilization alive, it is really the commerce with the other races that ultimately allows the civilization to flourish. It seems then, as the wilds grew tamer, that a paradigm shift away from militaristic rule and towards mercantile rule was only a matter of time. Like I said, I'm still working on the broader strokes, Dominic says, but my research has been providing some interesting information. It's all very vague at the moment, though. I need to find better sources, not just Savas howling poems. He takes back the book and frowns. Savas write the worst poetry, and it's incredibly hard to translate. So, you want to start some sort of record of all the mercenaries who've moved on from Gloomhaven? The short, bearded man asks with a scowl. Sounds a little arrogant to me, but I'm sure I've got a spare record book somewhere in the stacks. He puts down his pen into the spine of the book he was inking and steps out from behind the counter at the front of the town records building. I'll be back in a bit. Don't steal anything. He gets in one more good scowl before turning and walking towards the back of the building, nearly tripping on his overly long robe multiple times. As he slips behind one of the many shelves of books, your attention shifts to the building itself. The town records building is a large, circular structure on the west side of the coin district. Built as a status symbol for the town of wealthy merchants, anyone who actually enters can quickly see that the massive library is woefully understocked. Some sections, such as the teachings and philosophies of the Great Oak, are reasonably full, but many others have just a handful of books occupying long, barren shelves. Perhaps this was why some of your merchant friends were so adamant about you taking a trip to the town records building in the first place. Recording your party's exploits creates more content to fill these empty halls. With this in mind, your thoughts turn to the open book directly in front of you, the one the clerk was working on. There are two texts on the counter, and it looks as if the clerk was in the process of transcribing the writing of one into the other. Looking more closely, however, you notice the titles are different. The complete book is titled The Rise of Human Civilization, while the other is titled The History of Gloomhaven by Dominic Scrim. Intrigued, you begin to read what he was writing. At some point thousands of years ago, humans stopped hiding in caves and began to form societies out in the open, erecting modest farming villages that eventually grew into the massive, sprawling cities we see today. Living out in the open was never easy, though. There were wars, both amongst themselves and with other races, such as the Valraths to the south. More troubling, however, were the constant raids from the more barbaric races of the world. Inox and Vermling tribes, who had no concept of peace and wanted only to kill and destroy. Walls were always necessary, as were the armed men who guarded those walls. For this reason, the civilization of man grew and developed under a militaristic rule. Those skilled in warfare held the highest positions in society and governed from a perspective of keeping their charges safe from outside attacks. While this regime of strength kept the human race alive and functioning, it did stagnate the growth of other cultural facets of society. What the civilization lacked in culture, though, it made up for with rapid expansion and settlements spreading out from the north to every corner of the continent. This created a strong foothold to ensure that humans would continue to prosper and never again have to go back to hiding in caves. Best to start at the beginning, eh? Dominic now stands before you with a small amount of leather-bound parchment. I found this in the back. It should do well for your purposes, but I see you've found something as well. He shifts his feet a bit and hands you the parchment. Most people see Gloomhaven as some backwoods caravan stop, he says, in an accusatory tone. A necessary evil in the middle of a deadly wilderness. But I disagree. I love Gloomhaven, and I believe its history needs to be documented. I think this town plays a far more important role in the history of this continent than anyone realizes, and I'm going to prove it. Dominic flashes a brief nervous smile, and then grabs up the two books on the counter. But it's not finished yet, not by a long shot. Come back later, and I might have more history to share.
All right. I'm going to click on the thing again. And this basically, I guess, shows some stats. 87.5. I feel like we've been on more, because, wait, that means we failed 1 out of 8, right? Which means we failed 2 out of 16. I'm trying to remember which other mission we failed. Anyway. Alright, we got a bunch of new items in the shop. So there's the Amulet of Life. I can heal myself for 1 every time I long rest. Chainmail. Wait, haven't we had chainmail for a while? Oh, sorry. I'm a little bit confused. Maybe chainmail is the up... Oh, I see. I looked at this and I said, oh, sword edge armor is the upgraded version of hide armor. But it looks like chainmail? I see. Chainmail is a different variant of the upgraded hide armor, because chainmail is 3 shield 1s, but sword edge armor is shield 1, retaliate 1. I understand. We've got a jagged sword. So it's like the wound version of poison dagger, which is kind of good. There's the long spear. Okay. So it's a variant of the fueled, not that, the battle axe. Right, so it just changes your attack into AoE, except this one's a tap instead of an exhaust. Okay. Heavy greaves. You are immune to all forced movement. Interesting. So pulls and pushes don't work. And this is clutch, because we used to only have 2 available major healing potions. Now we have 6 available major healing potions. We got moon earrings. Refresh all your spent items. Okay, so this synergizes really well with the cloak of pockets or whatever, right? Because you can carry 2 additional items, and if one of them is this, then you just refresh and get... Oh my god, that's huge, right? So I can carry a major healing potion and moon earring, and then refresh this. Scroll of stamina. Recover to 2 discarded cards. Oh, this is extra huge. This is like a support item. I can put that on like the Tinkerer. Okay, okay. So what do we got here? Alright, so that's the shop. Let's go back. New mercenary. This is our new friend, the Night Shroud. Strength. Powerful execution abilities. Can use invisibility to avoid damage. Uses dark to enhance his abilities. So it's kind of like another scoundrel, I guess. Weakness. Poor ranged options. So not like another scoundrel. Finds making friends difficult. Okay. We're gonna be uncreative, and we're gonna name it after the character class. And we get to unlock one of 2 characters. So, this is where I'm gonna metagame just a little bit. The music class, I've seen this one. And my understanding of this class is it is fundamentally game warping. As in, like, it's really busted in an awkward way. Based on what I've seen, I would actually recommend that if you're playing this game with 4 people and each person is controlling 1 character, I would strongly recommend, like, not to have anyone play this class. Because I think what ends up happening is the person who play this class feels like they're not really playing the game. They're just, like, they're passively strong, but it doesn't have a lot of, like, gameplay to it, is my understanding. So I'm not going to go with the music class. I think I might go for unlocking this, like, later in the campaign, and, like, if there are really hard missions toward the end, I'll abuse this. But in the meantime, I think we're going to go for this. This is a fun one. Experience your party members becoming exhausted 15 times. In total, we've only seen 3 exhaustions so far, so it's not even clear if we'll ever manage to do this. I mean, I guess we could, you know, deliberately do it, whatever, but... Oh, sorry. I want to keep this, and then we're going to put Night Shroud in the last spot. Okay. So, we get a perk. What are we doing? Leafs. Winds. Ignore negative item effects, and we can wear Okay, so maybe the Cragheart becomes our new tank. So we'd have to go and we'd sell the leather armor and then pick up yeah, okay. So this is what we'd do. We'd go and sell the leather armor, yes. And then we'd purchase... We can purchase the sword edge armor, actually. Right? Makes us super beefy. And then we'd pick up this perk to negate out all the -1s. Okay. Which then means we kind of want to swap out some cards so we're not so ranged oriented, maybe. Do like opposing strike? Extra retaliate? I don't know. We'll think about that. Tinker can actually level up. So what do we get? Sorry, no. I don't want to click that. Noxious Vials. Refresh one of their consumed small items. Wait. Hold on. Hold, please. Oh, I have to select it now. I can't, like, look at other stuff. Because that earring item, right? That, like, you can consume it to refresh all of your other ones. I wonder if you can refresh that one. Versus Disintegration Beam. Kills all enemies in the targeted area whose current hit point value is less than or equal to 5. Yo, that, like, insta-gibs any of the armored targets. I think we're taking this. No? Okay. We get a perk. A heal 1. We can go with the 2 +1 cards. Can remove a -2. Sure. Okay. And here we go. So we get to see our cards. So this top one is really interesting. The bottom one is a bottom attack action with Muddle. Cloak of Shade. Okay, so if we have the dark element on the bottom half, we can invis, and it's a move plus invis. Or we can generate dark with the top. Doubles the value of all move abilities this turn. Move 2, double the value of all your attack abilities. Also fascinating. Doomed Breeze, the ranged attack that makes dark, or I can move and curse. Move 4. Attack 3, or just kill one target if I have dark. Okay, that's interesting. So this is a repeatable use dark to kill. So top action move. The bottom one is all attacks targeting you get disadvantage. Got it. So this is kind of like the Scoundrel thing, where like instead of negating one attack, you're just making everything disadvantage. Okay. Attack 3, attack 2, and gain 1 if you are invisible. Okay. And then it's a move attack action on the top, or the bottom is move and create dark. Attack and then go invisible afterward. Well, that's a cool card. Attack 4, turn it into a big AoE if you have dark. Moved. Oh, it's a teleport. Wait, move to any unoccupied hex. I don't think that has any restriction. That's like literally anywhere on the map as long as it's revealed. And then create dark or attack 3 curse. Really interesting. So like the unlocked classes definitely have like more interesting things they can do than the default classes, I think. All right, so we're gonna level up. We can level up to 3 because Gloomhaven Wealth is 3. So we're gonna get this. Here we go. So prepare for kill gives us dark. Okay. This one is a range 3 wound. I think I want prepare for the kill. Like, as far as I can tell, like, having access to the dark element is just too clutch. So I think something that I'm noticing is I don't think we have a lot of, like, good default movement cards, right? Like, the ones that we can use without burning. So I see a move 4 and a move 3 and a move 3, and that's all we have. So we're, like, slower than the Cragheart. So I guess what we're probably going to have to do is use the Enchantress to increase the movement on these things. Alright, level up again. Shield self and gain dark. Terrorblade. I think I need this one. Just having a move 4. Although this is also clutch, right? Because you can use dark to heal yourself, or you can shield yourself and then create dark. What I'm like really concerned about is just not being able to get into position. I think we have to take Terrorblade, right? Oh, but we do have the top move action. So there's a move 3. And this becomes a move 3 if we have dark. Maybe we just like go all in on playing with the dark element. Right? But this is a move 4. Everything is disadvantage. Just gives us a lot of tankiness. I don't know. Because currently, how many ways do we have to generate dark? We can generate dark on the top here. The top action generate. This is a bottom action generate if we stand still. This is a bottom action generate if we move. And I guess I would be taking this. Right, so we have... basically, 4 reasonable ways to generate dark. And how many reasonable ways to spend dark? Just so many. I think I need the move 4. Like, just based on what we've seen so far in the campaign, I think, like, not having movement on a melee class makes it just not usable. Okay, so that's that. Let's look at perks. Ignore negative scenario effects and... oh my god, this is, like, the best perk ever. Alright. Replace a -1 dark card with a +1 dark card. Huh? We don't have a minus. Oh, I see. You can add one in and then replace it? Huh? Oh, I see. You have to replace it. So this doesn't add it in. You have to take this perk first and then take this perk to get it. Ah, I see. Okay. So we actually have ways to generate dark from our deck. I kind of like the idea of curse. So I could use 2 perks to put a dark in the deck. But I already took... Oh, I didn't take the one that was going to generate dark. So my other thought is I would remove 2 -1s. Yeah, no, I think I have to do this. Right, there's going to be too many instances where I go to attack something, throw a bunch of -1s, and then be a sad person. But I think I like the idea of curses. Okay, okay. And then, what are we doing? We're going to go shopping with you. Oh, let's look at the Enchantress real quick. Just a quick glance. See how much it costs to add movement. It's 30 gold. Okay, so I think that's a 100% a take. And then I probably put like plus range on this one just to make sure I can generate dark. Okay, let's just... So... Yeah. I think primarily I'm going to be using this to generate dark, rather than consuming dark to do the top thing. So let's just put this on. Oh, wait, hold on. I can actually start adding dark to other cards if I really care. But no, we're going to do this. This is a plus move for now. That's 30 gold. Okay. And we're going to do another quick shopping trip. We're going to go here. There's a lot of stuff we could get, but I think immediate necessity, we need healing pot. Ooh, major healing pot? No. Minor healing pot. Because we might have to clear poison. And I don't want to burn an entire big healing pot with it. And I think we need Boots of Striding. We need more movement. We don't have jump at all. We're going to have to put jump as an enhancement on a card. Okay. So we're buying Boots of Striding. And that's all of our money. Alright. Now, let's do a quick glance at what else we want to do. 1 more Gloomhaven quest and we get that. 2 more enemy types. And 1 more boss scenario. Okay. Well, I'm going to take a break. That was just a whole lot of stuff that we experienced at the end there. Just a bunch of new stuff after a really sort of emotionally exhausting mission. But it's been a great pleasure. Thanks for tuning in. And I will see some of you next time where we get to use the Night Shroud. Peace.